Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, I'm Kim. This is Core Union. I wanted to tell another story today about how circumstances never matter. I intentionally have documented a ton of these stories from when I had my retail business. I started learning how to manifest back in 2005 and 2006. I wanted to basically surrender myself to the entire process so I could truly learn how to do it so I could someday teach people. So I pretty much, I sacrificed, a lot of my social life for this. I reverse engineered for years. And again, I documented a ton of experiences with this intention. So someday I could become a teacher full time and basically just show people how to empower themselves. So we are just divine channels. And how we do that, or at least how I've learned to do that, is to really just trust what God has put into my heart, create from that space, that loving, pure place. If you do enjoy my content, I'd love it if you gave the video a thumbs up because it helps my channel grow. And if you're looking for coaching, the link is always in the description box. Back to the story. I basically used to create custom furniture for people. The orders could range anywhere from a few $100s to $20,000, $30,000 very easily. I had a customer who came in and she ordered probably about $15,000 worth of dining room furniture. The dining chairs that she ordered were probably the most expensive dining chairs that I had ever sold. I sold dining chairs from $75 each up to, and these were like well over $1,000 per dining chair. Now here's the thing that how I ran my business. When I made a mistake, or if my employee made a mistake, I owned it. They depended on me and I was going to do everything to serve them basically and be of incredible value in their lives. So she ordered these dining chairs, either 4 or 6 of them. They were well over $1,000 each. The finishes were very specific. I had a contract and I also had a picture after we designed it on the computer. There was an application that allowed you to put all the finishes on the screen. I printed that out. I had a copy of that. She had a copy of that. Fast forward about 8 weeks later, her order comes in, we deliver it. My employee calls me right from the driveway after they delivered it and said she is pissed off. And I was like, what happened? And he said she was angry. She said that's not at all what she ordered. She was very frustrated and she said she was going to call you to demand that she gets a refund or that you order the correct chairs. So I was like, okay. So at first initially I was like, okay, so let me look. And I saw the picture that he sent me and I saw what she ordered and I was like, yep, she ordered the right thing. So I know that this is going to work out for me. Doesn't matter now what happens. It doesn't matter the conversation that we have. Even if I'm frustrated, even if I get triggered, I know that I'm in the right. So it's going to work out. No matter what, it's going to work out. She calls me up. I was conscious and aware of my energy. I listened to her and she basically said similar to what he said. She said she was angry. She wanted a refund or she wanted to be able to bring these back and order new chairs. I basically gently told her, so you actually did receive exactly what you ordered. I have everything right here in front of me. I can see from the picture everything is correct. You are more than welcome to sell these and you can come in and reorder them in a different finish if you'd like. I also can probably have somebody locally make the finish change for you, but you are going to have to pay out of your pocket. I can't be at a loss for this because I did everything right. I gave you exactly what you ordered. She was still upset. And so she said, well, I'm going to talk to my husband about this and I will call you back later. I said, okay, I'll talk to you later. And I stayed very clear with my intention and with my energy and knowing that this was going to work out in my favor. God's got this. God's handling it all. And that's it. So I decided I was going to really focus very consciously on the conversation I was going to have when she calls me back to say how much she loves the chairs. So I literally stepped away. And I just went in the back. I did some deep breathing. I felt that thing that I always tell you guys, you tap into, just know that kind of trust, tapping into God, knowing that God's handling all of this. And I basically imagined picking up the phone, hearing her voice on the other end say, Kim, I love these so much and I am so sorry. Things like that. I focused on repeating that and feeling it. I wasn't repeating it in an anxious way. I wasn't repeating it in an obsessive way. I was feeling very strong and very confident about this. After a couple of hours, she called as she said she would, and she literally said, Kim, I am so sorry. I love these chairs so much. I don't know what I was thinking. I love them and I am a customer for life. And I said, oh my God. I said, I'm so happy. What changed your mind? And she said, my aunt, who I've told you about, she's an interior designer. She said, I wasn't even expecting her to come over, but somehow she came over. She said how much she loved them. And she also said how much of an amazing designer you are and that you did an amazing job for me. She said, so I'm so sorry. I hope you can forgive me. And I was like, it's totally fine. I'm just happy you're happy. All is good. Awesome. And then we hung up and that's it. And I wanted to point this out because I didn't control her. I didn't control the situation. There was no manipulation. This was with 100% pure intention and pure motivation. There was no deception. Again, no manipulation, no trying to change her mind. I literally just decided this is going to be what my experience is. This is manifesting is not witchcraft. It's not voodoo. It's not, you're not like invoking any special powers out there at all and kind of putting a spell out. It's none of that. It's literally just trusting what you're thinking. It's knowing that what you're thinking is the truth and knowing that your experiences will always reflect back your thinking. It's as simple as that. You have always been manifesting. You just have been manifesting pretty much unconsciously. No biggie. That's all that it comes down to. So if before you learned about manifesting, you got up in the morning and you're like, oh, this day sucks. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm going to hit traffic today. Oh, work is going to be hard. Oh, I'm not going to make these sales today. Oh, the weather's bad. If this is how you normally think, which is how most of us normally think before we become aware, like, oh, he's going to be such a jerk today. Or he's going to complain about this. She's going to complain about that. Every time I call, she doesn't answer. Every time. Like if this is how you're normally living, which is how we almost all of us do, that's what you're affirming for, basically. You've just been affirming for things, unaware that your thoughts were just being reflected back to you through your experience. That's all manifesting is. I know a lot of people, especially like a lot of people who are religious, really don't understand what manifesting is. And they think like that people who are manifesting are like, somehow like invoking like these weird, like it's all this. I'm not into like new age stuff at all. I'm into very much just like knowing, getting my mind clear, trusting what's in my mind, trusting it's what's in my heart, trusting God, and trusting that I am, I'm confident. I'm confident in myself, and I know that I'm worthy, and I know that I'm more than enough, and I know that I deserve to have everything that God's put into my heart. It is my birthright. And I wouldn't feel the desire to have things when they're in that kind of pure place. I wouldn't have the desire unless it already existed, unless it was already meant for me. Okay, so I love you guys so much. Comment down below and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Nothing can come between us.